very special to both of us. So if you'd be so kind as to entertain us for a minute, Andrew's going to kick it off.
And when we're done, you know, if people need to leave and do what they need to do, that's great. But if you want to stay and people want to say anything, I think the floor will be open for that.
Tomorrow's another opportunity, but
that's
tonight
true.
There's no.
All right. So I want to dedicate this weekend personally to my mom's youngest brother, my Uncle Alan, who I knew as, and many of you know as, Uncle Dick. He passed away just 5 weeks ago, suddenly dropping of a heart attack. No warning at all. He was a young man of 52 years. It's a tragedy when someone so young dies. We're all robbed of the chance to spend important moments with him, like this moment. He was supposed to be here, and he was so excited to get to know all of us better, to meet Jamie, and to meet his amazingly beautiful family. I feel extremely fortunate that I got to speak to him recently. And to be honest, it was the first time that I really spoke to him, really got to know what type of person he was inside. He told me that everything changed for him when a good friend of his passed away suddenly at a young age, I believe when he was in his late 20s. And my uncle had such a hard time dealing with it. He just kept asking, why would this happen? He eventually realized that death is not something to fear, because nothing ever truly dies. We talked about this, my uncle and I, and what it meant. And I told him that I had a dream recently where my grandfather, who passed away a few years ago, appeared to tell me that he's okay. And I think I understood what he meant, not to be afraid of death. My uncle, he even became a death counselor, helping others to overcome when their loved ones passed away. So how are we supposed to cope now that he's gone? Well, we should honor him and learn from him. We shouldn't be afraid of death because nothing really ends. Nothing truly dies. Alan passed away on the very same day that Jaden, Kiana, Lauren, and Jeremy arrived at their new home, their new life in Costa Rica. And they carry on his spirit and his message to explore, to reconnect with nature, to live fully. And this was his most treasured secret. He loved to hike. He said that he would go out into the forest near his house amongst the trees every single day. He was part of a hiking group, and he would lead people out into nature to heal. It seems like some sort of hippie magic, but that's not the case. It's science, and I experienced it firsthand. In March, during my recovery from the 2 hip surgeries, I was experiencing terrible pain in my neck. And I would sit around the apartment all day long, rubbing my neck with this massage tool, and I was constantly just complaining about the pain. And poor Jamie, my saint, he had just about enough of it, and he told me that I needed to get out of the apartment. So I brought the massage tool with us in the car, went for a ride, and we ended up going for a hike at Temescal Canyon. And guess what happened? I didn't think about my neck once. I didn't talk about it, think about it on that hike. And when we got back to the car, I realized my pain had completely gone away, and it didn't come back. It's because when you're out in nature, your body chemistry actually changes. It's real. Your blood flow changes, the synapses of your neurons in your brain change, and your body heals itself when it is out in nature. So it's very fitting that we are here in Connecticut, spending the weekend outside amongst the trees, by the incredibly beautiful lake. Some of you haven't even seen it yet. It's amazing. If Alan were here this weekend, he would lead us all on a hike around the lake or through the trees. So rather than crying that he isn't here with us, let him be here with us. Honor his spirit by following his most important message. So please, I want everyone to try this. Leave your stress behind, leave work behind, leave life behind, and allow your body chemistry to change, to be happy and free, to heal. Uncle Alan, you passed away, but you are still here with us. We will all carry you on, not just in our hearts, but we will live your spirit, live your message. We will find nature, and we will live fully. So let's raise our glasses to all of the people here and to all of those